This is MediaBistro.com's new video series, Media Beat. I'm Danya Blaze, senior editor, and this is Jay Lauf of The Atlantic. Jay, you've got a lot of things going on at The Atlantic now. You just launched a new site called The Atlantic Wired.
Mm-hmm.
You also had a user-generated book that was published and did very well. Tell us a little bit about those ventures and why you all felt that that was a good business move.
Sure. As we said in the last segment, I think part of dealing with difficult times, tumultuous times, is innovating, and I think both of those projects are about that. The Atlantic Wire really, I think, is us putting our money where our mouth is in terms of a great ambition for the company to grow digitally. I think we saw a gap in the market that was not served. Atlantic Wire, as you probably know, is a sort of an intelligent opinion aggregator, a one-stop shop to kind of get all of the important opinion going on across everything from radio to bloggers to op-ed columnists. And I think we felt it's the right time to do it because that was an underserved piece of the market. It was on brand for us. And so we went forward with it. Andrew's book that you're referring to, View from My Window, took a segment, a very popular segment of Andrew Sullivan's very popular blog with us, and decided to use user-generated content to begin with. But we packaged all of that into a beautiful coffee table book that his audience was able to sort of order on demand. And again, I think it's experimenting with new ways to bring our content, whether it's derived from online or print, to the audience in new and innovative ways. And
I believe I read that there's also going to be a business news site from The Atlantic. Is that true?
There's, we have some ideas for some sites, I think, coming up next year that I can't really talk about just yet, but yeah.
Will there be any hiring opportunities or new opportunities for freelance writers with any of these new ventures?
Yeah, I think possibly. I mean, that the editorial side will really decide some of that. But yeah, we're in the process of building out some teams for the venture next year. As you probably have heard, under Michael Kinsley, the founding editor of Slate, and obviously a very storied journalist, sort of heading up that project. So there will be opportunities on that side, as well as the business side.
Okay, and I ask that because I feel like The Atlantic is one of those dream publications that a lot of serious journalists or people who like longer form, thought-provoking articles would want to write for you. What would you say are the traits or skills that an Atlantic writer needs?
I think that they need to be, obviously, first of all, I think very smart. I think very honest. I think one of the hallmarks of The Atlantic and one of the things that's helping us rise to the top editorially right now is in the original mission statement in 1857, one of the phrases is that The Atlantic will be of no party or clique. And what that really meant was that they would give voice to any well-reasoned argument regardless of what side of the philosophical spectrum it came from. That remains true today. So I would say, it's writers who are very smart, come at their opinions honestly, but that have opinions, because Atlantic writing is about letting that voice and that opinion show through. And that's an important hallmark for us.